Hey guys, so it's FunJammer AJ here, and so today I'm going to show you all how to avoid getting scammed. And I'm going to show you all some basic scams that people get scammed by literally every single day. It's actually estimated that 3 people get scammed every 7 minutes in Animal Jam, which is just absolutely crazy. And it's just really bad. So today I'm going to show you all some scams that people do and how to avoid them. So let's go ahead and just get started. So the first scam is if, let's say, I had a red long collar on trade and then my backup account had a rare moon hat. So then I'm just there dancing and advertising, trade me a rare moon hat. It must be blue. Okay. So as you can see, I'm saying trade me a rare moon hat. It must be blue. And then obviously the rare blue moon hat will be on my backup account's trade, and the rare blue moon hat for the red long collar, as shown on my trade list right here, people will trade a lot for it. And then let's say your storage is like in another corner of the land, and they say rare moon hat on trade, it is blue. Yeah, so then they will have that item on their trade, and obviously not everyone has a rare blue moon hat, so they're gonna want to trade for it because they really want the red long collar, because they're like, oh, what an under trade that they want. So then they just trade a lot for the rare blue moon hat, and then let's say then after that they decide to trade the rare blue moon hat for the red long collar, and then they just decline and log out. So you basically just got scammed. Or it could even be the other way around, when the good item is on the backup account and the bad item is on the main account. So if people are asking for trades that are just super under, just don't do it. And especially if there's somebody else in the room that's saying that they have the item on trade that the person's looking for, then you know it's a scam. Another really bad scam that people do, this is actually the most common scam. So basically someone will just be on like their backup account or a random new jammer account or a non-member account that they'd never use, and they don't mind if that gets suspended for like scamming, so they scam on that account and transfer the items to their main account before that account is suspended. So basically they just say, oh, there's a giveaway at my den, I'm giving away my trade list, headdresses and spikes on trade. So then obviously people want their items, and so then people go to their den, and then they say, okay, it's trust, so leave if you are not comfortable. And then obviously the people that are not comfortable just leave, and then he is left with all the other people that would like to stay. So they put a really bad item on trade, and they tell you to trade your best items for that item, and then they will accept and they will give you their item back. And if you ask them why they're doing trust, then they'll just say, so I know I could trust you with my items. which is not true because they are just trying to straight up scam you. I've gotten scammed by this before I was completely aware of it. So if somebody says, trade me your best items for a really bad item, and then I'll trade back, do not listen to them. I repeat, do not listen to them. Another really common scam, definitely not the most common, and definitely not one easy to fall for, but sadly, some people still do fall for this scam. So this next scam is the classic "my dad works at AJHQ" scam. And one time when I was very new to Animal Jam, or like relatively new, I almost got scammed by this. And so basically how this plays out is like someone goes to your den and then they say, come to your den, and then you're like, okay, I'll go to my den. So then you just go to your den and then they say, hey, guess what? My dad works at AJHQ and he said that if you gift me your spike collar, he will generate a headdress for you and gift it to you. And they try to make it seem really legit, and they say, my dad is right next to me right now, so he's gonna ban your account if you don't give me your spike, or something like that, which is just absolutely bonkers. Like, just don't believe that. That's too good to be true. Like, and it was a green short collar that I had, so it wasn't even a good spike. And if it's too good to be true, then just don't do it, guys. Like, literally. So they just kept on convincing me, like, give me your spike, just gift it to me, and then my dad will generate you a headdress and then gift it to you. And I'm not trying to scam you. My dad actually does work for AJHQ. Or if they say that their dad is Clark Stacy, and some people just say like Clarinet Stacy or whatever, like anything that sounds like Clark Stacy, then that's obviously a lie, because Clark Stacy has his own kids with their own accounts, and they're obviously not Clark Stacy's son or daughter, so just don't believe it. Don't gift them your items and you'll be fine. Okay guys, so the next scam is the Gifting Wars scam. So basically this Gifting Wars scam is very, very common. And I know most of you have done Gifting Wars in your life. So basically someone just gifts someone an item and then they're expected to gift back. And so what happens is they gift you an item, and then you have to give someone back the item of the same rarity, pretty much. And so in Jamal Township, or like Coral Canyons, or whatever land, the person will just be there and they will say, Extreme Gifting Wars My Den, we only gift spikes and headdresses. So then obviously you go to their den because you want spikes and you want headdresses for your stuff. So then they say, okay, you guys go first and gift me. So then you gift them, and then they will just take your items pretty much, which is not a very fun thing. And I know that some gifting wars are totally innocent. Like, let's say I gifted them like a bicycle and they gifted me like a gesture hat, like that'd be okay. And then like I gifted them like this clover thing, and then they gifted me back this thing. Like, doing it with like small items, that's okay, because I do that a lot with my buddies and it's actually really fun. But if people say that they're gonna do gifting wars with really big items, don't go to their den. I repeat, do not go to their den. Capiche? Capiche, right? Especially if they say extreme gifting wars, then you know that it's just a total scam. The next scam isn't too common because not everyone is like a famous hacker and stuff. But the next scam is betting. So basically, people bet by they use an item and then they play mini games against each other, and like whoever wins gets the other person's item that they chose. And basically, you can get scammed by this. And I know, hey, it's a fair thing, like they won fair and square, so like they get my rares and I'm fine with it. But no. Sometimes the reason they win is because they have hacking tools to actually make them win the mini game and make you lose every single time, just so they could get the items that you are betting, and they never get, and you never get theirs. So just don't do betting, just please. I remember I used to do betting and I lost so many items because I would lose every single time. And I bet that one of those people in there were a hacker. Okay guys, so just so you know, these next few scams are actually for people that actually have hacking tools. So basically, like, this next scam is the troll trading scam. So basically, if someone's just in Jamal Township and saying, or any land pretty much, and saying, go ahead guys, troll me, I don't care, troll your best items. So then obviously you troll them, they accept, and then you decline because you have to accept at least twice. And so then once they decline, they actually get your items because they have little hacking tools to make you accept. And then once you look in your inventory, the items that you trolled with are just wiped out. They're gone. The next scam that involves hacking is another troll trading scam, but it's actually different. So basically, like, let's say I had that red long on trade and someone trades me 5 light pink headdresses. So then obviously you're like, oh, that's over, this is probably a troll, but I want those light pink headdresses. So basically, once you accept those light pink headdresses, you get them, but you know that little you got thing at the end? It shows up as necklaces or a really bad item. They have hacking tools to make the items look like they are the light pink headdresses, but they are really like a necklace or something like that. So just beware of that. So if anyone overtrades you like a lot, if it's like a little overtrade, then that's probably legit. But if it's like a huge overtrade, like 4 light pink headdresses for a blue long, then do not accept because it could be a scam. And I am going to be mentioning the very last scam. So this one is very easy to fall for, and sometimes you have to risk it for the biscuit in this scam. And this one does not involve hacking though. So basically what you do is this person promises you an item for like, okay, let's say that they promised you they would give you a black log if you traded them 50 Dan betas, and you're like, oh, that's actually a good trade, I have 50 Dan betas and I want a black log. So then they say, okay, I'm gonna put some necklaces on trade, and you trade 20 at a time, and then you could trade for the black long last. So then you trade all your Dan betas, and once it's time to trade for the black long, they just leave, and you just got scammed out of like 40 Dan betas, which is really bad. And I mean, like, sometimes it is legit, but sometimes it can be a scam, so just beware of who you're doing it with. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this really helped you out, or helped out your friends or your cousins, or pretty much anyone that needed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!